Suspected bandits attacked Agwara local government area in the early hours of Sunday, throwing the community into fear and confusion. The attackers reportedly set a police station on fire before storming a private residence. Now, at that private residence, they abducted the wife, sister-in-law, and 3 children of a resident, Ahmed Bourade. Now, eyewitnesses say Bourade narrowly escaped during the attack as security operatives attempted to repel the assailants. Now, the gunmen also set part of a church ablaze, worsening the destruction and panic around the area. Residents have fled to nearby bushes and are calling on authorities to urgently restore calm and rescue those abducted. Now, joining us on the news is freelance journalist Ibrahim Ndamitso. He joins us live from Niger State for update on this story. Ibrahim, it's good to have you on the news, and good evening to you. Talk to me about the situation in Aguara when the attack began, and how did residents first become aware that gunmen had entered the community?
Yeah, that particular local government is a volatile local government. You remember Papiri incident is just about 20-something to 30 kilometers away from where this particular attack happened. So they've been on red alert. And they've communicated, local means of communicating. Okay, we've seen, this bandit ride with plenty bikes, shooting sporadically around this community. So the next community become very wary and also move out of the community. But this particular one happened very early, even when people were still asleep. But again, what it has done is to reduce the entire local government to the state of vulnerability which it has been all this while. That's the biggest police station in that local government. And it's been, raised down completely. The police that were stationed there tried to, do some kind of repelling, but they couldn't match the firepower. And they also moved to a church, UMCA, where they destroyed a part of the church and invaded someone and took away his children and some of his family members. So it's a troubling reality for the community right now, although they've gotten almost used to, repeated attacks around those fringes.
And just let's describe for us the extent of the damage that was caused, including, you just talked about the police station being the only surviving there, but we also hear about a church, parts of a church that was reportedly set on fire, and then abduction of a wife and children, and the father and the husband narrowly escaping for his life. What are we looking at in terms of damage in this community? Yeah,
so far we've not received reports of death, not because the extent of the damage wasn't massive, it was, but again, if you are able to save human casualties, that's a big victory. What we have seen is the entire police station, which provides security for lots of communities around here. You will have to pass that particular police station to get to Papiri. And you also have to pass that particular police station to get to Kaswandaji, where the brutal attack happened some weeks back. So you understand that that police station is stationed in a place of advantage to the entire local government. There is a water very close to that police station. There is a river crossing which link Niger to Kebbi. And so that particular police station serves as a serious buffer. And if the security agencies are not able to provide sufficient manpower and firepower to protect the police station and the headquarters of the local government, it expresses the level of vulnerability that other local government are at. So that is the fear right now. The church has put out a statement that that amplify the need for strengthened security around those areas. And it is also unfortunate that the church was attacked because no worshippers weren't there. But then it's a signal that these people are deadly in their attack and they are brutal when they come around with human beings.
From what we observe or gathered, what about security operatives, in responding to the attack? And what does it now mean for security around that region, seeing that the police station was attacked there? What will be the future?
There's been a renewed vigor from the security, particularly the Nigerian army, around the north of Niger. In the last 5 days, there has been a serious security concern around 3 other local governments very close to this particular local government, Mariga, Magama, and Rijau. But again, we've had reports that there are serious casualties from the side of terrorists or bandits as a result of fire battle between the Nigerian army and those bandits. So there are success on the other side. But on the other side, it's a large expanse of land that appear to be ungoverned and that appear to be override by these bandits, and it is almost impossible for a week to go by without these bandits coming to harass communities. What they do right now is even very different from what they used to do. What they do now is like an instant ransom payment. They go move to a community, pick 10, 5, 20 people, and ask for immediate ransom. If you're not able to get, they move with the people, and until you get, do some transfer for them, they leave it. They leave the people wherever they are. So it's a volatile region of Niger State at this time.
As we're looking at the volatility, one has to talk about the conditions of the residents there as well. When we think about the residents that was, attacked and the persons that was abducted, and also those that might have run off away from their homes, how many do you think will be hiding at this time? And what will be their current condition returning back home, or just those who remained in this area?
Now, immediately after the attack, the terrorists moved on and perhaps moved to another location. So Aguara was, allowed for the locals to pick up the debris of whatever attack that has happened. So even if people have moved into the bush and moved to some other local government, they'll probably be on their way back. But what we know right now is that 5 persons are abducted, and they appear to be from a specific family. Whether it is a targeted attack on that particular family, it is not clear. What is clear, however, is that almost every household in that zone is vulnerable to attack.
I mean, the picture you painted is very dire. And so one has to ask, I mean, you just alluded to, or sort of praised the Nigerian army and what they're doing in that region. But one also you also did point to the volatility of it. Whether the local government chairman or the councillors of that area, has any authority figure at the local level come out to make any statements? Do you notice at this time, and as well as security agencies, what do we know so far about statements and just official contact to the community?
What we have so far is a statement from the Nigeria police and statement from the church. The government had not issued any message of condolence or any message of hope for the residents. Not the local government, not the state government, and not the federal government, as at this time. As at this time, I must say thank you for taking out the time to join us, Ibrahim, and just our heart goes out to the family there. Ibrahim is a freelance journalist, and we do hope that those who abducted the children and the mother of those children will be released from, and if this family was targeted, only time will tell. I must say thank you again for taking out the time to join us here on the news.